I'm Michelle from Legal Suite, and this is part 8B of the sectional title registers, adding an exclusive use area to the section screen. Right, so standing on our matter that we've been working on, that we've created on the desktop, we then click on the Docgen database and in we go. We select sections, and as you can see, here are the sections that we added previously. Okay, so let's add our exclusive use areas. Now, I'm going to start with parking bays. So just as with the sections, I'm going to show you how to add a single exclusive use area and then how to insert them in bulk. So yellow screen, yellow insert, and you will notice the first option on the screen is section. Now, this allows you to assign an exclusive use area to a specific section. For the purposes of this, I'm going to leave it as none, and I can always go back after the fact and assign various EUAs to a particular section when I do my first phase transfer. So at number, because I'm dealing with parking bays, on my plan they each have P as a prefix, so P1 for my first parking bay. Here at the description, at the lookup library, click on the little arrow, or I can go Control up arrow on my keyboard, and here from the various items I've captured, I can click on parking bay and say select. I can then insert the extent of my parking bay, and here at the held by, if I go to my lookup library, I there have my held under notarial deed of cession of exclusive use. And once again, you could type this in manually, but I do encourage you to use the lookup libraries in this instance. So I say OK, and there is my very first EUA. Right, so EUAs 2 through 30 in respect of parking bays, I'm now going to add in bulk because they're all the same size. So in the body of the exclusive use area screen, I right click, and at the bottom you can see add multiple areas. So I select that. Again, I'm going to leave the section selection as none, but I'm going to say 2 through 30, and here at prefix I'm going to insert P for parking bay. It has brought forward my previous selection as well as the square meterage and the held by. So all I do is click on OK, and exclusive use areas P2 through P30 have automatically been added by the program. Now, in my little scheme, I also have garden areas. So in exactly the same way, I'm going to insert one, and then I'm going to insert the rest in bulk. So yellow screen, yellow insert. And in this instance, my gardens have a prefix of G. So G1, at my description, I go to my lookup library, and there I can grab garden. And I say select. I insert the square meterage or the extent, and at held by, if I click on my lookup library arrow, here is my held under clause. I say select. I say an OK, and there it has added my first garden. Now, in my scheme, all my garden areas are the same size, so I'm going to add the rest in bulk. So right-click in the body of the screen, go down to multiple areas again, and you can see it's remembered various items from my previous bulk insert. So I'm going to say from 2 through 30, and my number prefix this time is G for garden, and at the description field, I'm going to go back to the lookup library and select garden. Now, what the program is saying to me is that this field already contains some information. What would I like to do? I would like to replace whatever's in there with my new selection. I'm going to insert my extent, and again, my held by clause is there. As soon as I say OK, the program will then add all my garden EUAs. And you can simply continue doing this for any other types of exclusive use area you may have. So you may have a storeroom, a courtyard, a garage, or any other kind of EUAs that may be applicable.